Gama. One of the best heavyweights in the world, the former UFC interim heavyweight champion, Ciryl Gane. Gotta think eventually this man is gonna find himself back in an undisputed UFC title fight. There were a lot of people going into his main event in Paris against Sergey Spivak that felt like Spivak was gonna take him down, out-wrestle him, out-grapple him. That did not happen at all. And the big question on Ciryl Gane was whether or not he would develop the appetite for mixed martial arts wrestling in training. The answer unequivocally is yes. Ciryl Gane figures to present his absolute best version here tonight. Ciryl Gane, once again, ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. Should be interesting to see how this fight plays out stylistically. On one side, we have as high-level a wrestler as we have seen cross into this division in some time. And I know you guys enjoyed talking wrestling in the fighter meeting. Is it your expectation he's going to try to take this fight down early?
Oh, John, he's going for a single leg right away. Yeah. It's his best takedown. He wants to take you down and he wants to wear you out. He wants to go from position A to position B. Position A, take him down. Position B, on the ground, move to C, get to the mount. Try to find a way to dominate, and in between, suffocate him. Make him work at every single turn. This guy's tremendous. He is the embodiment of the fight style that so many of us use.
Well, as you know, every MMA round begins on the feet, but prevailing wisdom is this one could hit the canvas, and sooner rather than later. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ciryl Gane. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Mark the Hammer Coleman.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go early in this round. Ciryl Gane, the former UFC interim heavyweight champion, and most of the heavyweights will tell you he is one of the more difficult big guys to prepare for because he moves like a little guy. And certainly in our fighter meeting with Gane this week, he talked a lot about being light on his feet, staying on the outside of the power punches of his opponent, and a lot of these heavyweights have had a hard time finding that kill shot against Ciryl Gane. Well, a few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Ciryl Gane, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. The guy does a great job of moving into you, and then he pops you. And then the moment you start to rush, he drops the big right hand on you. Ciryl Gane is a hard puzzle to solve, especially as you go up in weight classes. Heavyweights don't move like Ciryl Gane, and you can see that as we watch him right now.
Oh, huge right hand. Nice hook there by Ciryl Gane. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Coleman's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. Just missed with that right hand. Oh, yes, it is a lost art in mixed martial arts. Not just the jab, but the double chin.
And a beautiful double jab. That thing's throwing right from the chin, too.
Oh, he missed with that right hand. And he comes through with a big knee. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
90 seconds to go in the round. Knee strike there, interrupted by Cole. He's hurt now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he hoped.
Combinations here. Big uppercut. Well, he just missed on another strike there. He has not been efficient with his attack here tonight, and offensively, I think his approach leaving a lot to be desired. Gotta figure out a way.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Changing the position. Right to side control, yep.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Round 2 is next. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself. And look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. Whiffs on the elbow. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your strike, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedowns.
Just out of range with that right hand. All right, so a little welt there starting to develop on the side of his body. A lot of strikes landing in that area tonight.
I mean, he's got to do something. You cannot continue to ignore that you're getting hit in the body over and over again. You better address it now before we get to a point where you can't continue to fight.
Great job by Ciryl Gane to use his feet to get inside and land the jab. A lot of people are going to be trying to take this guy down, but he moves so well.
People talk about Ciryl Gane as he moves like a welterweight. No, he moves more like a bantamweight. We've always talked about guys moving. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you'd like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landed.
Oh, he's got him hurting here.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Man, these guys have some jiggers. for him. That'll keep him in the fight. Knocked down near the end of the round. Saved by the bell, ladies and gentlemen.
T'as baissé ta garde quand t'aurais pas dû. Maintenant, tu vas garder tes bras de chaque côté de ta tête. Tu vas t'en servir pour ton...
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Lead kick landed there by Ciryl Gane. All right, I've got a novel idea. When you've got a submission base like this guy does and good offensive takedowns, I don't know, maybe grapple a little bit?
Maybe try to get a takedown. Maybe try to get the fight to the floor. Maybe make this guy fight you where you're the best in the entire UFC at. Get this fight to the mat where you're bound to be successful.
Well, I think I can... Gets back to his feet. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked. You have the Anderson Silva situation. Beautiful kick.
Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to add up.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that. Could be the beginning of the end here. Oh, massive diving punch, flush to the head.
He's brutalizing him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done. Right to the arm belly.
Oh, it's over. Gets the win by TKO.
What a performance.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Ciryl Gane.
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TKO.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he hurt his opponent and he pressed his foot down in the gas until he got that finish. That was amazing.